Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is TytheTrainer. Today we're going to go over a kinetic chain, a total body kinetic chain warm-up to prime you for your workouts. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So a couple things off the get-go, just before we start the video. If you're looking to just overall increase your flexibility, this is not the routine for you. I would recommend something like just a passive day of yoga or static stretching. The point of this is to prepare our body for a workout or even just get moving throughout the day. As well, I would like to go over a couple reasons why we should warm up and what the benefits of some mobility can do for us. So, to start, get our body temperature elevated for training. So that's number one. Number two would be it increases the blood flow to our muscles, which is very important when it comes to moving and exercising. Three is it will increase our flexibility and our overall joint range of motion. Four, our mind-muscle connection and the the neuromuscular connection. The fifth reason is it will decrease muscle tension and or pain if you have any during the workout. And the sixth reason is it greatly reduces your risk of injury. Okay, Chumbas, let's jump into our kinetic chain warm-up. The first part of our mobility matrix starts with our neck matrix. So you're going to notice we're going to work from the top part of our body all the way down. So if you have a stopwatch, you can grab it. If you want to put it on your phone, that's awesome, or you can just count in your head. Seated or standing, what you're going to do is you're going to start by tucking your chin to your chest. Then you're going to bring the top part of your head as far as you can back into neck extension, back to the middle, left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. And that would be one, but we're going for 30 seconds, so you would just go through that cycle nice and simply, okay? I'll show you from the side so you can see what's going on. So, chin to chest, back, all the way, left, right, and rinse and repeat, okay? Alright, Chumbas, after your 30 seconds of neck matrix, we're going to move into something known as a thoracic circle, getting our thoracic spine nice and mobilized. How it works is you're going to be laying on your side like so, with your knees stacked. Notice how the top knee, you want to try to drive as forward as possible, okay? This will prevent the hips from rotating, and it will get nice and active mobility in our T-spine, or thoracic spine. From this position, we're going to take our top hand and get our thumb into the ground with a straight arm, relax our head, and then we're going to draw a circle, keeping that knee pointed forward as far as we can, keeping the thumb on the ground till about your hip, and then we're going to go back the other way, nice and slow. And I should mention, in any of these positions, if you feel kind of tight, hang out in that spot a little bit longer and just allow it to loosen up. So for the thoracic circle, you're going to go for 3 per side before moving on to the next exercise. Okay, Chumbas, after your neck matrix and your thoracic circles, we got 5 cat-cows. So you've probably seen this one in your lifetime at some point. We're going to be in our quadruped position here. And what you're going to do is you're going to start in cat, which is a tucked chin, rounded upper back, and posteriorly tilted pelvis. So it looks like this. This is cat. You want to keep your shoulders depressed. You don't want them to shrug. From this position, we're going to go into cow, which is extending the pelvis via anterior tilt, retracting the scapula, and looking forward. That's 1. As we come back, good. 2, 3, and so on and so forth. 4, 5 slow reps, okay? After our cat-cow, we got wrist rocks. I would recommend doing this in a supinated position, and if you can't get down to the floor, you can do it up on a chair or something. That's totally okay. So the wrist rock is we're going to be in this position here, and you're literally just going to rock back and forth. But there's a couple things you have to keep in mind. When we're rocking back and forth, if you don't feel any stretch in the forearm here, you probably got too much weight in your legs and you need to put a little bit more trust in your hands. However, if you feel like your wrists are about to snap, you're probably putting all your weight in your hands and you need to put more into your legs. As well, as the entire time you want to be pressing into the ground via the pointer finger and the middle finger, and just feel that nice, open wrist extension. Us humans, we're always in flexion, right? We're grabbing steering wheels, we're on our phone, we're always flexing. So wrist extension is really great for us as like a species, but just typically anybody generally. So yeah, you're gonna go for 10 simple wrist rocks in a supinated position. After you've completed your wrist rocks, we're gonna go into the quadruped hip extension. So back in the cat-cow kind of idea, only this time we're gonna be focusing on our lower portion. So your first objective is to curl your heel to your bum to get a nice knee flexion hamstring contraction. From here, we're gonna extend our hip as high as we can, as long as we're feeling the glute and the hamstring and bringing it back down. You'll notice how I don't break at the hip, so when I kick up, I don't allow my hip to go into an anterior tilt and I kick my leg as hard as I can. That's not the point of this. You want to make sure you can control that contraction in nice neutral spine, and you can feel the glute and the hamstring working together the entire time, okay? So you're gonna go for 5 slow reps per side. After our quadruped hip extension, the next one up, my Chumbas, is 90-90 swivel. So if you don't know what the 90-90 position is, basically this is it. It creates 2 90-degree angles would be in your hips. The swivel, however, is the goal, the name of the game. We're gonna try to do this by sitting square over our hips and without our hands as we swivel to the other side. However, if this is too hard for you, that's totally okay. You can use your hands to help you transition and you'll build up the mobility in time. Another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to fly through this. So you don't want to just whip yourself around. That's not the point of dynamic mobility. You want to feel the range of motion you're going through, feel what muscles are taking over. So you can slowly bring yourself to each side as you go. Again, trying to sit square over your hips. You don't want to be leaning away and taking tension off the movement, okay? So 10 slow reps in total, and you can move on to the next exercise. All right, my friends, so now we're gonna be standing up after the 90-90 swivel, and we got the hinge to deep squat for 5 reps. So how this works is it is literally what it sounds like. So we're gonna hinge at the hip first. We're gonna push the bum back, keeping our back nice and straight, till we feel the stretch in the hamstrings. From this point, this is where we drop into our deepest squat. This is my range of motion. You go with whatever you have access to. And instead of standing straight up like a squat, we're gonna hinge and reverse the motion. So push the bum up and then stand up. That's it. So again, one more time. Hinge at the hip, feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Drop down into your deep squat. Push the hips back up, keeping that back straight, stretching the hammies, and stand. Alright, Chumbas, for the last one, you're going to need a wall of some sort. This is going to be called the dorsiflexion end range expansion. Okay, so we're just going to be working our ankle mobility, you can think of it. I learned this one from a YouTube channel called Precision Movement. They are absolutely awesome, so I would go check them out. How it works is you're going to stand and you're going to plant your foot against the wall like you're stretching the calf. From here, we're going to bring our toes to our shin in dorsiflexion, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I want you to push into the wall like you're hitting the gas, or plantar flexion. So you're going to push into the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to rotate the foot inside while pushing forward. So we're going to go, there you go, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you would go the opposite side again. So you're going to rotate the foot the opposite way, still pushing in like plantar flexion for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one final time, toes to shin, for that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is 1 cycle, and you do 1 cycle per foot. And there we have it, Toombas. That is a total body mobility matrix that you can do before any of your workouts if you're worried about, not getting enough warm up. That'll take you through multiple ranges of motion, multiple joint usage, just to, prepare yourself for whatever movements you're doing that given day. So I want to thank you so much for checking out and hanging out with me today. It means a lot to me. As well as if you guys are looking for some training programs, I would say go over to my website at TytheTrainer.ca. I got a free total body bodyweight program for calisthenics, and I just released a total body a total body weight training program using an upper-lower split. So yeah, it would mean a lot to me if you go check that out and get training on it, and that would help you on your path to physical freedom. So thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.